Right, hello. I've basically turned my computer screen round, but there is a problem. I still don't have a lot of light, and I do know for one that maybe it's a problem. I should do these vlogs in the mornings or afternoons when it's actually light and not exactly dark. Although the time is only 7:36 in England at night. Um, it will get to a stage where light will come soon. I mean, we know the time of year when it starts getting dark later, which I love. I love that. That is like kill because you're like walking out at like 9 o'clock at night and it's all just light. You think to yourself, wow, that is brilliant. But what I'm talking about in this blog is two very different things. Different, yeah. One that is strong opinionated and one that isn't really opinionated. But first of all, how I'm sure some people have probably said this before, but this is very spooky about what happened today. Basically, that I was texting my friend. Yes, I thought to text my friend out of the blue, as you do, to see how she was and so on. And while I text my friend, she sent me 3 texts in a row, which just seems spooky. I mean, how? It's like she didn't know that I was basically going to be texting. She had no idea that I was texting her. She probably thought nothing of it and therefore decided to reply to some of my texts that I sent her the other day. But it just seemed so spooky that she did it at the same time I was going to text her out of the blue. That really did spook me. Freaked me out, really. Woo! Yeah, freaked me out. Woo! No, I'm not scared. But I just like the way of doing it. I just like doing that. Nice sound effects. Woo! Anyway, enough about that. I really wanted to talk about something that's a little bit opinionated. And I don't really give a toss what anybody thinks about this. I really don't. But the other week when I was watching the news, it really got to me, and I did say this on Facebook on a status thing the other week. It must have been last week or something about a certain thing that happens in this country and so on about parading about the army people. They do a good job. They go out to places like Afghanistan and so on. All these army people and people that work in these kind of fields of a job. They know what they're getting into when they do it. I understand that. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to go and do it. But they want to go and do it, and they fight for our country and all this and that. And they do a good job as far as I'm concerned. Right, I have no worries about them. Right, they're heroes to me. And what I don't like, and a lot of people agree with me on this one, is when they come to England, they come back to England to like the home town or whatever, or whether it's a town that just happens to have a parade on of these army people that come from wherever, and they go for a walk down the, for a parade. We want to watch them, we want to celebrate with them, salute them, but we can't always do that. And do you know why? Because there will always be foreign idiots, yep, foreign idiots, whether you're from Pakistan or wherever, who think that it's not right that we should be doing this. They don't think we should be parading around in our own country these people. As in, it's like it's like they hold up signs like terrorist government and other things. And personally, it really does my head in because I personally think that we should be allowed to do this. I mean, we shouldn't even be able to stop doing something in our own country just because, and I mean just because, we might offend some foreign people. I mean, that really does my head in. And, we're English, we're British, right? It's our own country, we have our own rules. We should be able to do whatever we want to do in this country, providing it is legal. I'm not saying we should be doing something that we have rules to say you can't do it, but basically we have rules. And if they say that we're allowed to go out and parade like down the street for our army, or if we're allowed to put Christmas trees up or whatever, for this country, we should be able to do that. We should be able to do that without no problems. But I'm afraid we can't. Because there will always be some mindless idiots who come from another country who just happen don't even be born. They're not even born here. They happen to come from another country, come to live here, work, okay, pay their own wage or whatever. But they think that, oh, we don't like the fact that you should be doing this, so therefore they try and stop it and that. And as far as I'm concerned, they should come to our country and abide by our own rules. If they don't like it, they should go back to where they come from. Because the point is, we don't get treated any differently. Well, we do, but we don't really get treated like we would do in England if we ever went over to, say, their country. If we went over to their country, we would have to do exactly what their rules would state. And therefore, if we did wrong, what would we get? There you go. And they should be able to do exactly what they do when they come over here. Different countries do have different rules. It's no different to driving. You go to America, you drive on the wrong side of the road. Well, I say you do. But in America, they might say we drive on the wrong side of the road. But still, they have rules to state that what side of the road you drive on. You wouldn't be an idiot of an Englishman to go over to America and say let's drive on the other side of the road because that's the road we're normally used to driving on. Never mind that. They have rules. We abide by them. We have to go to their country and abide by their rules and do exactly what is set. So technically, all the foreign people that come over to England and Great Britain should be able to do that. They should be able to come over to this country and say, right, I'm willing to come to live in your country. I'm willing to come to be an English citizen, or whether you're living in Wales or Scotland and be their citizen. We're willing to work, earn money, get in with you people, but they should be able to do exactly what, And it is pathetic when you get people who come around and say, we don't celebrate Christmas. We don't do these things, You shouldn't even put a Christmas tree up or anything related to Christmas. What? It's England. We're allowed. We should be able to do that and not offend anybody. That is what, but sometimes we can't do these things because, like people say, we may well offend people who don't like this sort of thing. And I think it's just a lot of PC these days in England. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't like it. As somebody said, and I can't remember what it was totally, but there was on about Australia, that it's one of those things. Australia's got this attitude of, if you don't do exactly what, is by them, you know where to go. Because the Australians like getting a job. You have to have a job when you go to Australia. But it's a great country because it's all about they're letting you go into their country, be part of their country, as long as you can actually do exactly what their rules will state. And if it's not what they agree to, then that's it. You will be out. You will be straight out, back on your plane home. And that's exactly what the Australians do. And I reckon we should do exactly the same in England. We should have exactly the same idea as what the Australians have. And that way we wouldn't have so many problems. And we could be doing exactly what we want. Because I salute the army and anybody who wants to come around England, or Wales, or Scotland, or Northern Ireland and parade. If they want to do that down my street, I will let them. I will not let some foreign idiot who maybe lives next door to me or down the street tell me, no, you can't do that, Mr. Wallace. I will say, no, I'm allowed. It's not your country, it's my country. It's my country, my English country. I'm proud to be British. This is what we should be able to do. And not be told any differently from some foreign people who don't like it. Yes, that's why. And I really think heavily about it. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things. Anyway, and that was my ranting for that. So, goodbye.